so let's dive right into our first news items. If you're new to the show and our headline segments, we go item by item, 5 items, fast and furious, and Scott, our expert, sort of puts his perspective on each item. So our first item comes from an Onnet.com article that talks about Microsoft partnering with TechnologyOne. Microsoft and TechnologyOne have forged an agreement that will see Office 365 integrated into TechnologyOne's enterprise content management solution. According to a company statement, Scott, the integration will provide automated capture of emails from Microsoft Outlook into ECM. What do you make of this partnership, and what do you make of this item as a news item?
So as a news item, I think it's a little bit more of a press release probably than a news item. I don't think there's anything here that's super mind-numbing or groundbreaking. But certainly the idea that what we're seeing here in this partnership between Microsoft and TechnologyOne is the idea of the user or the employer's desktop coming together with essentially the employee's desktop coming together with the employer's workplace, right? And so what we're seeing here is things like emails now will be more findable, where all of that information before that sat on your own desktop wasn't necessarily very searchable by the enterprise as a whole. So what we found was an awful lot of lost information that was buried in people's computers that went home with them or left the organization. Now all that is available to everyone. But like I say, this is not the first time that's happened. Certainly SharePoint has been integrated with Office 365. You're seeing, this is certainly out there. Alfresco has a solution here. So it's not necessarily news, but it's a good idea to talk about, certainly.
Well, so let's be honest, for whatever reason this was put out, TechnologyOne is happy that it was put out. Yeah. Tell us about TechnologyOne. What do we need to know about that? What do we need to know when we hear their executive chairman, Adrian DeMarco, say this is a great initiative for both organizations? Yeah, so TechnologyOne is an Australia-based provider. They've been a vendor maybe for, I don't know, 20, 25 years old now at this point. They've been around for quite some time, and they've got a lot of solutions, specifically in the ECM space, but also in a number of others, in financials and in some other areas too, I think even in HR. Is it good for the two of them? Certainly. I think what you'll probably see them do is incorporate this this integration into some of their other applications and to a number of the TechnologyOne parts of their platform, number of their products. And is it good for those two? Certainly it is, I guess. They're not, I don't think, a huge vendor that's probably on the minds of an awful lot of our viewers per se. But again, the point being that you're seeing Office 365, meaning the workplace in the cloud being used and adopted an awful lot more, and now being integrated into these kind of enterprise tools. Final quick comment on that. So it seems to me from a very broad view that the way business is done today, these type of stories will happen more and more, because you keep saying it. You need to take the desktop and marry it with the work environment and have it accessed on mobile devices and where you're doing business, when you're doing business, and how you're doing business.
Exactly. It is all about, we talk about customer experience, but it's about that customer can be the employee as well. And so it's being able to access and do business anywhere.